Well, this is the moment you've been waiting for, Crash Bandicoot fans and Game Wolf Plays fans. Together again. This is the video where I succeed at fumbling in the dark. Probably wondering how I do that. Well, when I'm in there, I'll be in there. Just, we gotta start with one of these. We gotta start with its easier counterpart first. Then do the next level that has the key to get in there, Jaws of Darkness. And then do Fumbling in the Dark. Yeah, it'll be great. So if lights out, it's easier. Plus, I won't have to worry about it until like the gem, but even then it's fine. So the thing about lights out and fumbling in the dark is, well, it gets dark, but in order to light it up, you need to actually get the mask power up, which in addition to protection, now gives you light. And there isn't really a second mask thing you can get, it just refreshes how much light you get. But if you get hit while you have this light mask, it uses some of its remaining light. So it's recommended that you don't actually get hit at all, or you're going to be actually fumbling around in the dark as the other levels suggest that you'll be doing. One thing that happened while I was recording, or not recording, but, well, besides my many failed recording attempts, I mean, was that at one point in this level particularly, when I come back later and get the gem, like there's these saws that go side to side, and if you go past one too fast, the other one loads, but it goes in a vertical motion. And it's quite unsettling when that happens. It's just like, I've never seen a glitch effect gameplay like that, so I'm wondering if someone has any pointers as to how that happened. Yeah, it's like, it's not that first one, it's the second one. If you get past the first one too fast, the second one goes absolutely apeshit. And it drives me wild. Go to... Oh yes, sorry rat fans, I have to kill rats. It's like the video game starter villain. It's like, oh no, rats. Yep, killing the rats. Oh no, wildlife. Why is wildlife killing other wildlife? Oh no. Maybe because they got brainwashed with the actual evolution rate. How do you force evolution on something anyway? That's supposed to be like a number of reproductive things. Are you just reproducing within itself? Or are we just assuming based on time? It must be based on time. I think it's time-based. Yeah. Evolution rays would have to also be time travel machines. Probably why the third game is time travel in it. The Jaws of Darkness. And this level's a doozy too. And you need the blue gem also. And there's like a couple things you gotta watch out for also. I will explain. Anyway, we've done a level like this before, with the snakes and the spears going in and out of holes, and fire, and like spherulinters that disappear and come into play, and these floating platform thingies. Of course, can't forget those. And spiders! Don't forget spiders! A spider sat down beside her and said, "Little Miss Muffet, where the fuck is my tuffet?" I don't know. I left it with the Muffet Man. No, that's the Muffin Man. I don't know where it is then. Okay, get this shite! Oogity indeed. Hello, Snake Man. I've got the snake plan. You do not. Alright, get double speared. Get over the bonfire. Pretend it has no importance. Oh yeah, we got a couple of these crusher sections, but I'm not worried about that at all. At least I'll be on land. I'd rather deal with more of these than falling off to my death multiple times. Yes, again, that death perception is gonna fucking murder you if you don't know how to deal with it. Which, I remember I have good depth perception from when I was very little, because, well, I didn't, like, astigmatism didn't start forming until a certain age. I guess as like, starting to become an older human. And then I went in to an eye doctor, who turned out to be like my dad's friend's wife. I was just like, hey, I know you. And then like she's just telling me, like, she's just providing a number of visual tests in order to determine what kind of lenses I'm gonna need. And one of those tests is was a depth perception test. I don't know if you've ever seen something like this, but it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a more advanced 3D pop-out book or whatever the fuck. But anyway, I was able to tell pretty well. It's just like, hey, you got good depth perception. I'm like, thanks. This was coincidentally also around 3rd grade to 4th grade too, so that might have something to do with it. Me playing 3D games also have a good depth perception. Hell yeah. But I did need the glasses because, again, astigmatism. Thankfully, it's not like just pure nearsighted. It's just shit gets blurry, and it just makes it difficult to read unless I squint. It's not too bad. I actually have the best vision in my entire family, all things considered. I think I got the best parts, except for like socially, except for the part where I'm accepted by society at large, the part that doesn't matter. That's what happens when you touch a mask when you're invincible and it still exists. You just forever get sparkly, sparkle, 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 sparkle. But yeah, one of those things that happens is that there's like this set of boxes, and you have to go on top of the right stack and jump up into an extra life box. That might be the box you may have been missed. You probably missed that box in particular. Just telling you now. Now that you see what happened when I got an extra life, it counted as a box, because it was a box that you can't actually see, you know? It's not hard to deal with. It's just weird that you have to know where it is. I suppose. And you can fuck it up and you'll be like, no, where's my one box? Was that a 3x3x3 cube of boxes? Excellent. I was wondering when that was going to happen. Well, it's a cube. Followed by hypercube. And then the prequel to the Cube Origins, or whatever the fuck. No, wait, you can't stop me from the 1-up. I'm getting out of here. Ah, boom. Yeah. You'd think I'd have difficulty with these gem jumps. I don't. There's also another part of the game where I have to do that. Jump right into my face! Awesome bliblossoms! Anyway. That's not the only thing we have to worry about. There's a second thing we have to worry about. Besides that one missing box. Oh yeah, checkpoint. Yeah. I look to my side and I jabble and jive. What the heck am I doing? Stuff that I don't see, that you don't want to see. I see. So you did see then. What do you call that? The seeing of my people. I don't know. Blow up. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Cortex bonus also. So, yeah, we got all kinds of shit today. Oh, and there's a ton of bonus. So, yeah, that's the other thing, is that there's a hidden pathway. Shit! Yeah. And they're all floating platforms, too, to make it even better. And I need this to get a Cortex token. The final of a set. Excellente! Also, this last, like, needable bonus is quite a bitch. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. First, you're going to go up here. Then you're going to wait to the very last moment to get off the TNT box and go right into the question mark. Ah! There we go. We gotta do the same with the other one, except there's only one question box to use. And I think I actually get hit, but that's okay, because I have 2 masks. Better than single mask. Yeah, somehow that explosion was still going on long enough for me to get hit that way when I thought I was going to land on the box, but whatever, we're good. Just accept it for what it is. Okay, bye. Whoosh. There's your 2 out of 2 keys. Now that you know how to get the keys, you can be the key master and look for the gatekeeper and become 2 dogs. 2 evil dogs. Anyway, here I just decided to jump on the platform instead of walking the rest of the path because that fucked me up when I was practicing. I'm just like, let me just jump to it instead of just trying to walk to it. since I'll have more time to jump off it. Excuse me! Second taunted token. Don't worry, the third taunted token's right around the corner. Is that third token supposed to make me feel better? I think not. I am a jolly sort. Alright, let's see what's in here. Oh, this isn't really that bad either. I think this is either the last or the second to no, there's one. Yeah, there's definitely one more taunted bonus. Pretty sure. Almost positively. But yeah, we're just setting TNT boxes off and not worrying about a damn thing. Looks like Tetris up there. You know, when I first played Crash Bandicoot 2, I had a bee sting. And I also played Tetris Plus. I was like, oh boy, a Tetris. But it turned out it was like an adventure puzzle with Tetris elements. I'm like, oh, sweet. But it was like I was playing by myself, but you could see where the screen was for the second player, as if it was supposed to be versus, even though doing the story. I was like, what the hell is happening? It's like both people could do single player on the same game? In like different... It's like, it was kind of novel, because, you know, there wasn't really a reason for that to happen, but I thought it was kind of cool. Assuming that's how it worked. Boom, bam, boom. Do-dee-doo. Do-do-do-do. Oh, man. The rest of this video will now be devoted to fumbling in the dark. AKA, times I was swearing so much, you could feel it in your soul. Been a while since I had to swear at a game that hard, actually. Usually just a matter of a minor slip-up where I go, shit, or fuck, but this one had me howling. I tell you what, those mad howlers. I'm not ready for the castle machinery yet. I'll come back and, like, after I deal with the consequences of my actions. Alrighty. First thing is that you need to actually go backwards and do these weird horizontal jumpy thingies. Haha. Luckily, that is the least bullshit part of this. No, let me explain what is actually happening when I do this level. So, there's two things I have to think about. One is the lights are going to go out. Two is I have to make sure not to get hit by things. And I have to do it fast enough so the lights don't go out, while also not getting hit by things. And sometimes the platforms and the obstacles don't sync up perfectly, so I have to use up a little extra time and just squeeze out enough light to get to the exit. And if I want to actually make it without going in the darkness, there's going to be times where I spin the enemy into the light power-up, so I have more time for light. That last thing was something I did not realize, and that's the entire key to this level, is smacking an enemy into the box. So I just want you to know that, because many tears were shed. Blood and tears and sweat went into the making of this video. There were several takes. I'll say that right now. Not even a hot tub could make me feel better. It was just like, no, I did all the de-stressing strategies. You still have to actually win. I know. The reality of it is so much more scary. And these saws, oh boy. Like this. Just spin them. Just get in that habit of spinning to winning. You know what's funny about that saw sound? So I have this game called Desktop Dungeons, and that sound is also used in that game. It's the exact same sound. Don't ask me how I can remember sounds that perfectly like that, but I do. I was watching the Stargate movie the other day, and the gun sounds they're making are the exact same fucking gun sounds they use in GoldenEye. I couldn't fucking believe it. Go ahead, watch the movie and then play GoldenEye, and you're like, that's the same freaking gun sound. I'm like, yeah, it is. Like reloading. Packing, firing, same fucking sounds. Same shit. And we're gonna have to start again. Just don't get tired of that shit. No, I don't. That's the biggest shit I've seen. Where I had to do all of it. Oogadaba. What? Alright. So if I die a few more times back here, it's fine. Luckily, for those of you that are about to go to the next video, after you know I've succeeded, there is a moment of respite after all this madness. After I've done this stage. So it's like the developers knew this level in particular was bullshit while I was playing it. So, yeah. Makes you wonder what would have happened if I had covered Stormy Ascent also. That'd be like one of those bonus video things. It's like, what about extra levels that are part of the game that aren't actually in the campaign? Do those too. Do all the sections of Bowser's Castle. La la la. I'm like, I don't have to do that. It's like, yes you do. I'm like, no. But you have to show like every possible inch of every single level. I'm like, no I don't. No I do not. Sorry champ. Most of it is due to time. And the second most of it is due to how could I possibly know what every inch is? If you've seen where they figured out where the last multicolored Kong coin is in Donkey Kong 64, yeah. You thought people were 100% saying before, it's like, well no, it's not true. That's exactly right. I'm trying to avert, you know, my ability not to future-proof what I'm actually trying to do here. So, trying to get absolutely everything that I don't need, not even a sort of completionist sense. No. That's not good. I told myself not to get hit, but maybe if I just jump over here, it'll be fine. I didn't quite make it. Do it again! Alright, fine. What could he possibly do next? Sorry, I just have to like mentally time out because this is gonna be a while. Oh no, give him mental timeout. Alright, sure. No. Yeah, I guess this is what happens when I play games long enough. I start to come up with excuses to say certain things or not say certain things. It's like, why not? Because it's like why did I say sign? It's like cause you tan, and it's like, thank you, math joke man. Thank you so much. You are the king. You drop this king. That's kind of a funny, like, appreciative post. There's just like, hey, you drop this. It's a crown. It's like, you are my king. It's like, okay, thanks. Just kind of as a compliment to people being called queens online and people being called kings online. And some people are just called Manhattan. Yep, fumbling in the dark. More like fucking swearing in the dark because I can't see shit. Ah! Miserable time in the dark. Stuff that even makes Game will quiver in fear in the dark. Yeah. That kind of shit. Yeah. So, I'm sure you could agree that if this is not your perceivable hardest level, it's probably somewhere in your top 10 or top 5, yeah. Some people think Slippery Climb is hard, or the High Road is hard. I'm like, I can understand, but it's this one. It's this one, man. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, Mr. Rat. Squeaky, squeaky. Thanks. Thanks for your cooperation in this interview of the rat kind of the Rat Kingdom. How fitting I will be a robot overlord for a robot kingdom. And then he goes fucking nuts. It's like, I'm the real Sonic. It's like, Sonic doesn't look like an eldritch being. Oh yeah, I've seen the future. I've seen him turn to a werehog. It's like, oh shit. He's got a point there. Things no one thinks about for 500, Alex. Literally no one's thought of that yet. I am the first. Possibly. It is very unlikely someone else thought of that. Take that, AI. I'm the best. The best. You know, the story of people going up against AI in terms of language art kind of reminds me of the whole John Henry thing. Where he's like, I bet I can make tracks faster than this machine. It's kind of like that. Same vibe, only more artistic than physically brute, but still, yeah. Yeah, that's why I like how there's a guy dedicated to him, and it's like his superhero name is just Steel. It's just like, no, I'm not Superman, I'm just here because I'm cool. It's like, thanks, man. He's a good guy and everything. Dun, 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 dun. Spider. Aha! See, even though I got hit, I hit the mask box after the fact, so it's all completely undone, and I can continue unabated. Oh, damn! Had to jump off to the side there. Shit! I thought maybe I could have. Okay, okay. All right. Now we have to wait for the spider and time it. There we go. It might have been. No, I think it's okay. What have I got? Oh shit, I knocked him into next week. I mean, is it okay? Actually, where was the box I hit anyway? The fuck? I actually have no fucking idea. Maybe there's actually masks off screen that these things are hitting. There we go. That's what you want to do. That's exactly what was supposed to happen. But here I make my last mistake was to not have gone for the spider immediately. This is gonna fuck me over. This time you've made your last mistake. This time there will be no mistakes. Soon Donkey Kong and... Oh shit! Close but no cigarette. Very appropriate oh shit moment. You know it. We all know it. I'm going to know it. Dun, 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 dun. Alrighty. We must be approaching my successful attempt now. Now that I've got it all in the brain juices. Yes, I guess part of it is like we're towards the part of the game that I don't exactly remember, like at the cusp of remembering and not remembering. Because it's a secret level. I don't always remember how secret levels go. Dun, 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 dun. Kind of weird how simple this level seems to be when you're looking at it and you're like, ah! It's like perfectly designed to fuck me over in every possible way. Oh, let's get ready to fumble in the dark. Let's get ready to grumble about this game. Let's get ready to be humble. No one's ever ready to be humble. Too much narcissism. Or as I like to call it, when you do a bad job of narcissism, is farcissism. Much better. Farscapism is when you watch Farscape for escapism purposes. Yeah. Oh my god, watch out, man. You gotta keep it going. You know who's keeping the sci-fi torch going? It's Canada. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Please, my constituents demand a conclusion. They can only stay like this for so long. They're starting to turn away from the theater and leaving. They're returning their tickets. The usher is pissed. There's popcorn and soda all over the floor. Clean up this mess. It's been a long time I had a date with something. I watched that newer Planet of the Apes movie. Not the one that comes after Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but I liked it. It was cool. Unfortunately, the problem with seeing a later Planet of the Apes movie is it obviously wrecks the spoiler of the very first one, which is just like, yep, that's how it goes. You watch sequels, it's expected you watch the stuff prior to them. It's like, oh man. Or, yeah, prequels. So happens when you watch prequels. It's like, but I know what's going to happen. Yes, but how did we get here? So watching prequel is kind of like watching... Yeah, watching a movie prequel is exactly like watching Columbo. You're not watching it to understand what's happening. You're there to understand how it happened. Of course, that didn't really help the case of Anakin. Because that's my one thing. It's just like, okay, it's like, I'm killing you to save you. Wait, why am I killing you? Like, you know. I think that was kind of the point, was the paradoxical nature. Which kind of made him dissociate from himself. Due to, like, kind of a power incontinent situation. If I had to rationalize it, but that would assume people want to use me as a writer. These are good things we're talking about today. Oh. Nice. Ah! Okay. It's fine. I swear me, Jacobs. Okay, there we go. Who is Jacob? That's a great and holy shit question. Damn. That was some pro shit, my dude. That movement was pro, also. When those weren't perfectly timed. Yeah, this part is gonna suck! Quickly, man! Yeah, another sideways thing, because I do not want to get fucked now. Alright, looks like I'm gonna be able to correct my mistake at the very last moment. Yes! Finally! This was take like, what, 8 or 12? Fucking hell, dude. It's obnoxious. Dude, I hope you appreciate why I allow deaths in my videos now. To show you I'm not kidding around when sometimes the level is hard and I need to give it space when it's the only way I'm ever actually going to record it. That's just the reality of video games, you know? They have to be challenging to some degree. Maybe not to this degree, but to be fair, when you're a completionist, you expect shit like this. So, okay. Oh, man. Whew. It's the most relief I've ever felt in Crash Bandicoot in my life. I'm so relieved. We all enjoy our spoils of the war that we're having with the board. I won't survive. I'm not staying alive like those BGs. That rated BG-13. But what about ABBAs? I don't know, what about ABBAs? You have some abdominals you want to talk about? Oh boy. Alright. Next time, the game can only get easier. It has no choice. I just robbed of its hardest level.